Hi, this is a little user review of the Eart CP1. My YouTube channel is just for it's a hobby for me. I don't use it to earn money or anything like that. So wanted to put up a genuine user review of this Eart, because a lot of the reviews that are on YouTube are clearly by paid reviewers, which is fine. But wanted to put up a genuine user review. So the guitar has incredible fretwork. It's really, really good. Just show you here. It's got these ball end frets, nice tall frets as well, and just really immaculately done. And the fretboard's edges are rolled. It's a really nice wood. It says rosewood on the front. On the back, I don't know if it is roasted, but it's got a nice satin feel, very smooth, not sticky at all. The fretboard goes from a 9.5 inch radius to a 14, and on the back it's compound as well, so it goes from a C to a U. So it's a really, really nice fretboard, and really the star of the show with this guitar. Now I have replaced all the electronics on the guitar, and that wasn't because they were low quality. They were kind of completely fine, sort of medium quality. This is the old bridge. I had a better bridge lying around. I had a Babbage bridge, so I've put that one on there. This is the old bridge. It functioned absolutely fine. My only concern was the quality of the plate metal there. I don't know if you can see, but it's sort of very slightly, well, it's not 100% flat, which made me think possibly it wasn't the highest quality metal. The block is substantial. It was difficult to get the ball ends out of the block, which I've heard other reviewers talk about. So little things like that made me think maybe be worth upgrading the bridge. Also, you can see even with only like a week of use, there's a tiny bit of wear there on that knife edge. So yeah, that's the bridge, which has been replaced with a Babbage bridge. The pickups were great sounding. The single coils, by the way, are ceramic. It doesn't actually say that on the website, and you might assume because this guitar, I think the RRP on it is something like 350. I bought it for 250 on sale, but you might assume that it's coming with Alnico pickups, but it's not. They're kind of high output, modern style pickups, very loud, and they sounded great. If you like that sort of thing, I prefer a kind of vintage style, so I've put vintage pickups on. Here's the bridge pickup. They all come with these stickers on them, so which say designed in St. Louis. There you go. So they're obviously made to Eart's specs, and they did sound really good. Tonally, they sounded really usable, just not for what I do. So here's some more stuff. So this is that's the potentiometers. They were full-size pots. The switch felt a little bit cheap to use, to operate. I mean, it looks really very similar to most switches with a PCB on it. Yeah, so that's all gone now, and I've replaced it with single volume and tone and the kill switch there. So what else to say? Yeah, so with regards to reviews, all the guitars on the website have 5-star reviews across the board, which seemed a little bit too good to be true. And unfortunately, I did have to give this guitar a 3-star review. And the reason was that the nut, even though the depth that it was cut to was perfect, the nut slots were too rough. And so the tuning stability on the guitar was terrible. It was going out of tune every 10 seconds from playing it. So if I did a bend, that string would just go out of tune immediately, which is a real problem. And it meant that when I tried lubricating the nut, and that wasn't enough, then the strings started moving through more easily, but they were squeaking every time. So the nut slots did need to be smoothed out, and unfortunately in the process of doing that, which is what I was worried about, I took 2 of them down too far. So I took down strings 1 and 3 just a little bit too far, and that's why they've got some foil in there just to bring them back up a bit. I also replaced the string trees, which were the old style string trees. So it might seem a bit harsh to bring down what would have been a 5-star review for this guitar to a 3-star review, but I just can't see that a guitar that can't stay in tune should have anything higher than a 3, really. And it's a shame for Eart that they let the guitar down so badly when they've done such a good job on the neck, especially. And the rest of the guitar was immaculate too. I mean, it was all put together without any flaws. There's no flaws on the body at all. The body is a lovely. Well, the whole guitar acoustically sounds really nice, and it's really fun and light and open to play. But it's also the bodywood is nice and light, so it's a very lightweight guitar. Very comfortable too. So it's got this contoured heel at the back. I've taken the back plate off there so you can see inside. That's the new Babbage Bridge plate. That's our Babbage Bridge block down there, and that's the original. That's the Earth's copper. It looks like copper there, doesn't it? For attaching the clasp, for attaching the springs. Yeah. So. So yeah, I put I was requested to send a review back by the Eart admin, so they sent me an email, automatic email asking for a review. I filled out the review and gave it 3 stars, and that was about a week ago, and that has not appeared on their website, so which doesn't look great. It looks like what they are selecting only the 5-star reviews for their website, so be aware of that. My experience with Eart so far, I've got another Eart there. That's the S. That's the cheapest one in their range, actually, with the single. Again, the fretboard on that, it's a different compound radius. It's 7.25 to 9.5, but it's just gorgeous to play. It's immaculate fretwork. If you're a modder, if you're into changing stuff on the guitar and you know that you're not going to want the pickups that they've put on them, I think Eart are a really good option. Partly because most of the guitars that are in the affordable space that you might buy as a modder because you want to change the pickups, I think, most of them have got kind of flat fretboards, which are just sort of 12 or 14 inches radius. It's very unusual to find compound radius, and especially with that one, which has got the 7.25 to 9.5, which is not only compound, but it's also kind of vintage radius compound. Yeah, great guitars. My experience was almost there, almost perfect. They just mucked up the nut on this one, a bit annoying. But yeah, this is actually, it's a really, really nice guitar, and with the changes to the pickups and the bridge, it's now one of my favourites in my collection. So yeah, lots of really good things to say about Eart, but I do think possibly they're being a little bit less than honest with their review system on their website, which maybe isn't great. Okay, I hope that helps. If you've got any questions about the guitar, put them in the comments. Thanks very much, bye.